Hey YouTube, it's Elizabeth, Finding Elizabeth, and today is, what day is it? Wednesday, May 14th, 2014, and this is my 1 month Surgiversary. So I didn't do a 4 week update because I figured they were just a couple days apart, so I thought I would do my update for the 1 month anniversary of surgery. I'm a little more nervous than usual today because I sort of outed myself on Facebook. Not about the surgery. I've been pretty open with everybody who will listen about that. But I posted a 1 month update because everyone on my regular Facebook page because everyone had been so supportive, and I put this out there. So I know that people who I actually know in real life have been watching my videos today. So that, I don't know, puts a little added pressure, maybe makes me a little more nervous. It's one thing to say you're top weight with people you don't know who shared your experience. It's kind of another thing to say it to everybody else in the world who probably wondered how much you but were afraid to ask. Um, so for the numbers, my starting weight was 402 pounds. My surgery weight was 360 pounds. Last week I was 338.6. Sorry, I gotta check my notes. And this week I was 336.4. So that's a loss of 2.2 pounds. Definitely a slowdown, but I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I just gotta, hang through it. I've been in a stall pretty much this whole week, but I know that happens. I'm at the time frame that happens, and we'll just push through it, and eventually the weight's going to come off because I don't see how it possibly couldn't based on what I'm eating and what I'm doing. So 1 month, I can't believe this month has gone by so fast. There were so many months in preparation for surgery, and now I'm on the other side of that, and it really feels incredible. Because I was 360, oh, and I think I forgot to say, so total weight loss since I started this process is 63 point something, 6 or 8 or something pounds. Um, Now I lost my train of thought. Let's see. So many weeks preparing for surgery. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Because I was I was right at 360 on my surgery weight. In this month, I've gone through the 360s, the 350s, the 340s, and I'm in the middle of the 330s. So that's pretty impressive to me. I noticed that I've had a little bit of a problem. I don't know if it's taking credit for the weight loss or recognizing the weight loss so far for a couple reasons. One is that about 2.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago now, I did the OptiFast program, and I lost about 75 pounds. I kept it off for about a year and then gained it back and then some. So I guess I sort of feel like until I reach that lowest number that I was on OptiFast, which was 317, that I really haven't done anything yet. But I know that that's not true, but that's just kind of what my head is telling me. And I only stayed at 3 for like a day and a half. So what else? I guess well, I'm going to talk about that later because that leads into another discussion topic. I thought just because right now I'm particularly interested in what other people are eating, I thought I'd share what I'm eating, and if anybody wants to share what they're eating in the comments below, that would be awesome. I'm just kind of curious what people are eating this, like 4 weeks out. So I do a protein shake for breakfast. I use the Syntha 6 protein powder. It's got a little bit more calories and a little more carbs than some of the protein drinks. I kind of feel like it's okay for now. It tastes like incredibly delicious, but I probably need to start looking for another protein drink that I can tolerate that doesn't have as many calories. It's like I think it's like that doesn't have as many calories and carbs. I can't stand the Premier Protein. I think I have to have a powder that I can mix in the bullet and with ice and make it more like a milkshake. So I have that for breakfast. I've been trying to eat 3 meals and 2 snacks. My snack would be, a string cheese or maybe yogurt. Lunch, what was lunch yesterday? Oh, yesterday's snack was string cheese, and lunch was half a thing of Greek yogurt. And then dinner, also lunch could be, some tuna fish with a little bit of mayonnaise and relish. Dinner yesterday was a quarter cup of beans and maybe an ounce of shredded chicken, and I can't remember what my snack was. I don't know. I laid this out earlier today, and now I can't remember any of it. But my calories are basically around 600, and I'm trying to get at least 70 grams of protein. I did realize something this morning that may have to do with my stall is I was getting down into the big can of protein powder this morning and realized that there was a scoop in there, and it wasn't the scoop that I had been using. And the scoop that I had been using was like half the size of the one that was in there. So I've probably been getting about 85 calories less than I thought and about 10 grams of protein less. So that could be making a difference, but hopefully it'll kick back in pretty soon. What's next on my list? Okay, so I titled this video, I love the way people, I saw it first on Sarah Nerd of Oregon's vlog, where she said the one where she does so-and-so. I really like that, and then I've seen it in a couple other places this week in videos that I watched, so I decided I would copy that idea, and I titled this video, Know Nothing About Nothing. I started thinking about this last week when I watched Fat Kings Phil's video, and he was talking about how, people early in the journey are, I don't know, maybe a little too confident or a little too judgmental. And I started thinking about that, and I have the feeling that it's actually really quite ridiculous because I've only been doing it for a month. I would never like verbally judge somebody for what their program is, but I can't lie. I've watched some videos where I've been like, oh my God, this is like watching a train wreck, or oh my God, where's she getting her advice from? So I have to say that I have been a little bit judgmental, at least inside my head. And the other thing that I've been thinking about a lot is I hear many people who are further along saying, this isn't easy. People say that weight loss surgery is taking the easy way out, and this isn't This isn't easy. And sort of to go along with that, when people tell me that they're proud of me for doing this, I kind of feel like, well, I guess the bottom line is I have been thinking it's kind of easy, or it's easier than anything I've ever done before. But probably a lot of that, I realize, has to do with the fact that I'm, it's only been a couple of weeks. My sleeve has huge restriction. I'm not really hungry most of the time. I'm not craving food. So yeah, right now it probably is easier than what I've past. But for me, that's the way it's going to be forever is probably a little naive. But it's sort of the same way with people saying they're proud of me, and I'm like, I appreciate it. I have gotten so much support from family and friends and acquaintances, and it's really been awesome. And I think sharing this with people kind of helps hold me accountable. But when somebody says they're proud, I'm like, well, I didn't really do anything yet. I had my stomach cut out and pulled out, and it makes it easier for me to control my eating behavior. But the fact is, it took a lot to get to that place where I was able to do that. I thought about it for 15 years before I actually decided to go forward with the surgery. And I know I'm sort of rambling, but also along the lines of me thinking that this is easy. I've been in therapy for a long time. I actually even did psychoanalysis 4 days a week for a year, a few years ago, only because my therapist was getting her PhD, and she needed a case control patient, and so she gave it to me at a really discounted rate. So I've been therapy out, and I think a lot of that work is what's gotten me ready to the point where I could have surgery. But when I was in therapy this week, I was thinking, I don't have anything to say. I feel good. All my relationships are really in a good place. Everything in my life right now feels pretty good. So I don't know, do I need to be here? And I had thought that maybe I was going to need to add an extra session on. But the more I watch the people who've been around a bit longer, I realize that, I'm in that, that infatuation stage where you can't see anything wrong, and you think it's always going to be rainbows and unicorns. So Fat Kings Phil's video kind of, put that into perspective for me. So I am just very clear that I don't know anything, and I'm an open sponge to learn what you guys have to tell me. And I so appreciate all the people who've been at this journey for a long time, sharing their videos to those for the with those of us who are just starting out, so that we can follow the journeys and the ups and downs. Be kind of going at it blind. Okay, I think that's mostly what I have to say today, except I just want to do a couple quick shout outs. One to TK Sleever, who had her surgery this week. It seems like she's doing awesome. So at least she commented on a video last night, and I was shocked because I was like, well, this soon after surgery, I was still laying in a nauseous, but I was watching videos and commenting on them, so that's awesome. I hope she's feeling great. And also wanted to give a shout out to Leanne, my big adventure. She's starting her pre-op diet and getting ready for surgery. So I just wanted to say, get going, you're almost there, and you will be so happy when you get on the other side. So I think that's it for me tonight. I want to thank all you guys for commenting, for subscribing, and for creating this community that I can now be a part of. All right, talk to you next week.